Today we have this Rollo printer having a little problem with it where the roller has sucked in a label and some paper backing from that label into the roller right here. And you might think you can just pull it out, but it's going to leave that label stuck in there. And you can't just, roll this roller the way you might want to manually. It's fixed there with the gears. And so to get it out, we actually have to remove this roller. And so I wanted to show everybody how to do that if you've never done this before. Okay, and just to orient us, here's the printer. This is the back side. We obviously have it unplugged. We're going to open it up right here on the side, so the hinge is on the left, and we can look inside. And what we'll notice is that there's these white hubs on the end, and it has these two black tabs sort of right here, these two black tabs here, and these two black tabs here that seem to sort of be holding the roller in place. And there's an axle right here and no axle on this side. And so what we want to do is to pull these out and kind of slide the roller off to get it out. But what's happening is there's two white tabs. There's a white tab here and there's a white tab here. And each of these tabs has a little button that sort of locks it into the main body of the roller. So what we need to do is to find some kind of small screwdriver. And I got just this little tiny screwdriver. You might have some tweezers or some other device that maybe would serve the purpose. You could use something like a box cutter, or, maybe you have a utility knife sitting around that you could use for this purpose. But I find that this is probably my favorite little tool. It's just the right size and kind of does the trick that I want it to do. And so all we're going to do is we're going to pop the two white tabs off of the sides and expose that little white button on the end so that we can get this roller out. And so just kind of bend it back just a little bit. Obviously you don't want to break it, but you can see when you do that, that comes out. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And give me a moment. Yep, see, and it comes out like that. Okay, so now when you have those two tabs out, you should be able to just slide it sort of up and out. Great. Part of the trick is making sure that these white pieces are sort of aligned to come out right. And if I can get this kind of right, there it goes. Okay. So that's how to take it out. And obviously, returning it back to its position is doing sort of the opposite of what I just did there. Now that we have the label cleared and we are ready to put the roller back into the printer, it's not as easy as just jamming it in there and putting the clips back in place. There is a little bit of finesse to it. The main thing is to notice that there is a flat side to this piece. This piece goes in first. There's not one on this side. You want to put this in first. And so that flat side corresponds to a flat side of this gear right here. Just watch the inside of this gear and you'll notice that this one might be a little hard to see in the camera, but the top edge at about 11 o'clock is kind of where the flat side is. So it's kind of about at this angle right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to align that axle and these pins that need to go back in there at about that angle. And so put it in about like this, and then I will have this white tabs sticking straight up, but the axle itself has that flat side kind of at a little bit of an angle so that the flat side is pointing to about 11 o'clock, and then kind of push it in there until it seats properly. And it does take maybe just a little bit of force, but not too much. And I got to put this side in. And then all you have to do is flip down the two tabs, one on this side. We'll do that real quick. And it should snap into place right there. And then the same thing on this side. Flip down the tab and snap it into place. So that's how you reset the roller on a roller printer. If this video helped you, the best way to thank me is to comment, like, or subscribe. Thanks for watching.